Every human being on the planet is unique, and while there's no doubt about that, the truth is that some people are slightly more unique than others. In fact, calling them unique might be a little bit of an understatement. Today, we'll be looking at 10 such people. Better stick around until the end of the video and check out our number 1 pick, because that guy might just be the proof that humans are evolving. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for y'all that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Dakota Cook. Dakota Cook, aka the Bearded Lady, first learned that she was able to grow facial hair when she was 13 years old. Her beard is the result of an adrenaline gland disorder, a condition that affects hormone production, causing the body to produce too much testosterone. For a long time, Dakota hid her beard from the world. She waxed, plucked, and shaved. Only close family members knew about her secret. After spending 10 years ashamed of her facial hair, Dakota finally started growing it out 5 years ago. And while letting her beard grow was an experiment at first, today Dakota thinks that decision has helped her become the happiest she's ever been. As a matter of fact, she actually feels more feminine now that she is not shaving her face every day. Lance Wooten. While on the topic of beards, let's talk about 32-year-old Lance Wooten from Kentucky, who managed to grow an incredibly long beard, which measures, get this, 2.5 feet long. So what? It took Lance 5 years to grow a beard this long. Yes, 5 years. He started to grow it back in June of 2014 to complement a pirate costume he planned on wearing for a Halloween party. Little did he know that his beard would allow him to participate in over 30 beard competitions all over the world. He was even awarded 2nd place for the Full Beard Natural in the United States and came 4th place for the Full Beard Natural internationally. Wow, impressive. Lance doesn't plan on shaving his beard anytime soon, as it has gotten him worldwide attention, sponsors, and an opportunity to travel the world. Bahar Nabiva. Bahar Nabiva, also known as the Miss Iron Bum, is a 25-year-old fitness model from Dnipro, Ukraine. Thanks to her ripped physique and monstrous quads, this amazing girl has become one of the most popular international fitness models on Instagram, where she currently has over 2.8 million followers. Her photos also get a big reaction from fans, regularly garnering tens of thousands of likes and supportive comments from all across the world. You may find it hard to believe, but Bahar was actually bullied in school because she had a thin frame and skinny legs. Can you imagine? Well, nobody's laughing now. As you can imagine, it was because of all the bullying that Bahar decided to change her appearance. So at the age of 17, she started going to the gym and was immediately hooked. The Azerbaijan-born model openly admits to taking steroids, but doesn't recommend it to others. Some people have criticized Bahar for looking and sounding like a man, but she's okay with that. Tisha Shelton. Tisha Shelton from Missouri, better known for her YouTube channel as Tisha Unarmed, shows the world that her disability doesn't stop her from living life like anyone else. You see, Tisha doesn't have arms and uses her feet to do a wide range of daily tasks, which many of us take for granted. This brave young lady says there's no explanation as to why she was born with little holes instead of her upper limbs. In addition, Tisha's right leg is curved and also shorter than her left leg by about 8 inches, with her heel turned outwards. Among the tasks she's demonstrated in the videos doing with her feet include eating, doing makeup, and even driving her specially adapted car. Thousands of YouTube users have commented on the videos, with many citing her as an inspiration. Wade McCrae Washington and BJ Glaze. Wade McCrae Washington and BJ Glaze are husband and wife from Houston, Texas, with a severe form of cerebral palsy. They also suffer from a rare spinal disease called scoliosis. As you can imagine, doing simple daily activities have been extremely hard for them, but their condition doesn't stop them from becoming bodybuilding champions. Wade and BJ, both now 47, met over 20 years ago at college in Houston and have been together ever since. They're extremely passionate about each other and are working hard to achieve their bodybuilding goals. Quitting has never been an option for this amazing couple, and that's largely down to their expert trainer Tina Chandler and motivator Carl Ducina, who both played a pivotal role in the couple's lives. Wade and BJ are now involved with Tina and Carl with their Normal Be Fit campaign, where they help to inspire others to get fit despite living with a disability. Mandy Sellers. This Englishwoman was diagnosed with a rare disease that causes her legs to reach a morbid and extraordinary size, which prevents her from even walking. As a matter of fact, her legs and feet alone were estimated at one point to weigh as much as 210 pounds. Yes, 210 pounds. Can you imagine? The growth of Mandy's legs led to an infection at one point, and a part of her leg had to be amputated. But that's when the miracle happened. You see, after the amputation, her left leg started to regrow at a rapid rate. Incredible! Over the course of 2 years, her left leg had grown so much that it became too big for her prosthetic limb. Mandy then started taking trial medications that managed to shrink down her legs to around 150 pounds. No matter what happens next, Mandy will never lose hope. What an incredible woman. Lizzie Velasquez. This amazing woman hasn't let her rare condition get the best of her. You see, Lizzie was born with Marfanoid progeroid lipodystrophy syndrome. I'm pretty sure I've just butchered that name, but let's just keep rolling. This condition basically means that Lizzie's body can't accumulate fat, making it impossible for her to gain weight. In fact, she weighed only 64 pounds at her heaviest. Can you imagine? Lizzie has almost 0% body fat, even though she consumes about 5,000 to 8,000 calories a day. She is also blind in her right eye and can't see very well out of the other. As you can imagine, Lizzie has been bullied her entire life because of her appearance, with many people calling her the ugliest woman in the world. But the bullying didn't stop this incredible woman from becoming a famous motivational speaker and author of several books. She even has a YouTube channel, which has received almost 70 million views to date. Tree Man. Over in Bangladesh, a man named Abdul Bajandar suffers from a rare condition called epidermal dysplasia verruciformis. This disease causes Abdul to develop growths on his limbs that look exactly like tree branches, hence the nickname Tree Man. The condition is so rare that only 200 people in the world have been diagnosed with it. Poor Abdul has been dealing with this unusual condition for more than 20 years, as he was diagnosed with it when he was just 10 years old. When Abdul first noticed the branches on his limbs, he tried cutting them off. Sadly, it didn't work. Without the proper use of his hands, Abdul, who worked as a rickshaw driver, had to quit his job. He can't even lift a fork or use a toothbrush, and there's no cure available. Abdul has had to use topical creams and undergo a number of surgeries. Let's just hope that eventually one of these surgeries will be successful so that Abdul can have a normal life. Victoria Wright. Victoria Wright was diagnosed with cherubism as a child and has lived with all the challenges brought forward by this disorder. In Victoria's case, the disorder causes her jaw to dramatically grow over time. The results of this condition, in addition to obvious visual deformity, are increased pressure on her eyes and an overall increase in weight of her skull. In fact, doctors have stated that Victoria's head has grown so much that it now weighs the same as a bowling ball. Obviously, growing up, this condition made things pretty tough for Victoria. She was teased, abused, and even called names such as Buzz Lightyear. Nonetheless, she keeps a positive attitude and has avoided cosmetic surgery to make herself look more normal because she doesn't think you should have surgery to make others like you. Widest mouth record. Francisco Domingo Joaquim, also known as the Angolan Jaw of Awe, became an internet sensation a couple of years ago by posting videos on YouTube demonstrating all the things he can fit in his incredibly wide mouth. By the time the scouts of the Guinness Book of World Records tracked him down, the Jaw of Awe was already competing in an Italian television show called Big Mouth, where contestants literally put their jaws to the test by stuffing all sorts of things in their mouths, including saucers, coffee cups, wine bottles. Sounds weird, I know, but nobody could beat Francisco's most famous trick, sticking a Coke can into his mouth sideways. Folks at Guinness later measured his unstretched, wide-open mouth at an incredible 6.5 inches, thus setting the new world record for the widest mouth. Which one of these entries amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments below.